Hello, everyone. How's it going? Heavy topic today, and I want to talk about domestic violence in my story. I'm going to give you a little bit of background before I dive into it. Is I was raised Catholic, so divorce was not allowed in our family. Neither was premarital sex, but anyways, went on, joined the military. I was sexually assaulted. Did not tell. That took me to an all new low, and I ended up feeling like a piece of garbage. Year after that, um, went on to get pregnant. I did not stay with the father of my first daughter and ended up meeting someone else in the barracks who also was from Wisconsin. I thought he was a nice guy. We had enough in common. We quickly got engaged. Um, Prior to me giving birth, he ended up agreeing to sign the birth certificate, said he would want to be her dad, her only dad. He needed to not allow anyone else to be involved to protect our little family. And so I said, that's fine. The other person agreed, and we moved on with our lives. Well, shortly after um, we had our daughter, I would be carrying her, and he would insist on covering her, or if I'd stop to talk to another parent, another dad, he would accuse me of being attracted to that person. He would not allow me to be friends with the women I had served with in the military. He said they were not good influences. My brought my daughter home, our daughter home when she was about 3 months old for family to meet her, and I didn't call him upon arriving, and he insisted I come back home right away. Didn't trust me. It was pretty much a nightmare. And then he was scheduled to go to Korea for a year. He was still in. I was out. Um, Demanded I was pregnant while he was gone because he was afraid of me cheating on him. Um, he stated he wanted me to call him every day. No, we didn't have the internet. It was all long distance, so I had to go to work. So in order to cover the $1,000 a month phone bill from the U.S. to Korea, it ended up where while he was in Korea, I needed furniture, and then I asked my sister's boyfriend to help me carry a dresser in. I had our first daughter, and I was pregnant with the second one, and I told my then husband, my sister's boyfriend had helped me carry furniture in, and he said, "Oh, you want to F him, don't you?" I just the jealousy, insecurity, etc. It was hell. And people say, "Well, why did you marry someone like this?" Well, there were no red flags. In the barracks, he was kind, personable, friendly, jovial. Everything was okay. The one piece of the puzzle um, that I wish I would have experienced prior to getting married was the fact that uh, we did it without knowing one another's families. We were in the barracks. It was a military thing. We were in Washington. They were in Wisconsin. So we made decisions based on the fact that we were adults and we thought we were doing the right thing. After I met his family and I heard about his upbringing, I realized there was a million red flags. He had been abused by his mom, and he, in turn, I don't think cared for women, which meant he didn't care for me. And it was an insufferable situation. And then because of my upbringing and the fact I was Catholic and divorce was against the cardinal rule, and my grandfather loved him because they were both cooks in the military, that was their bonding experience. I couldn't divorce him. I couldn't tell. I was embarrassed and ashamed. And I knew my family wouldn't believe me because they liked him. They thought he was a nice guy. So when people say, "Why do you stay?" People stay because they're afraid, because they're young, because they're reliant on their spouse, because it's embarrassing, because they want to give their children a better life, and they think having a two-parent family is the way to go. But I'm telling you right now, and just to back up my what I'm stating, we had gone to therapy, a couples therapy, because I was at the end of my rope, and I was willing to do anything to save this relationship. And we went to the therapist. We waited on the line. I finally spoke out and told someone the truth, and she told my then husband, "You have anger management issues, and you need to get this under control." And unfortunately, that was not the case. It was tough. So, anyways, if you are in a relationship in which you are not treated kindly, please tell someone. I lived in silence for many years, and it manifested in many different ways. And even if your children do not see your ex treat you unkindly because they keep it behind closed doors, or when the kids are asleep, or they're at school, etc., know that your children share that DNA with your partner or your spouse, and it will rub off on them. Your spouse devalues you, your children will devalue you. It's a force not to be reckoned with. And I thought, well, I'll file for divorce when my children are 9 and 10 years old, and I'll catch it and I'll save them. And that was not the case. Today, my children have a relationship with their dad, my abuser, and they cut ties with me. So not only does a perpetrator go and get you while they're in the house, they'll get you through your kids. And that's just the way it is. And then some of us are just left out on the outside and looking in on them enjoying your children, your grandchildren, the weddings, the birthdays, etc. It's pretty widespread. So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. Please do not hesitate to tell someone. Better to get out of a situation sooner than later. And if you can get video proof, write down instances of when that person called you names, when they put their hands on you, when you were emotionally, mentally, physically, and sexually abused by that person. Please write everything down. Put a camera in the house somewhere. I don't care what you do. They have the Wise cameras, the Ring cameras. You can move them around. As long as you have Wi-Fi access, you're good to go. So anyways, please tell. Don't wait. You deserve better. You deserve to be treated with kindness, love, and respect. And that's all there is to it. I will be back.